Hello everyone. How we all doing today? How we all doing today? Um this is another session on the Nigeria Azure community is going to be presenting you with. It's a beautiful Saturday and I hear it's raining in Lagos, Nigeria. You can tell me where you're joining in from and where you are connecting in from, and I would be happy to know that. All right. Without further ado, you know my name. My name is Promise Uche Umachku. I'm an Azure Microsoft MVP. And today we are going to be looking at a wonderful topic for today. And I mean, there is one person who I can tell you has gathered so much experiences from, you know, leading the community, from engaging the community, from teaching people, from sharing his knowledge. And that is why he has gotten to the point where he is today. He's also one of our leaders, which we have in the community, and his name is Imoh Etuk. Right, so I'm going to be speaking with Imoh Etuk today, and I'm just going to be getting some tidbits of what he intends to teach us or give us some details into today, and just generally understand some a bit of the summary from the topic, and then we can move on from there. So I'm going to be calling on stage Imoh. Hello Imoh, how are you doing today?
Hi, Premise. I'm doing great. Are you?
I'm doing great as well. How's everything going on today?
Thank God, I'm fine.
Awesome, awesome, awesome,
Uh,
awesome. So I see you have this wonderful topic outlined for us today, developing event-based solutions. Can you give us just a brief summary of what you're about to train us in today?
yes, the event-based solution. Today's topic is just going to take the participant through how to set up an automated event monitoring and alerting tools on Microsoft Azure environment, and maybe scope it to the resource group and be able to stay at alert of whatever that is happening within that environment. The environment could be Azure subscription, it could be resource group. So that's what is just going to be centered or point how they can automate alerts and
Awesome,
trigger events. Yes.
awesome, 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 awesome. All right. Without further ado, I'm gonna hand you the stage to I'm gonna pick my pen and paper first of all, right, and I'm just gonna be right
Uh,
here jotting down as you take us through the session. All right, over to you,
all right.
Imo.
All right. Thank you, I promise. Hello, wonderful audience. Welcome to today's section once again on developing event based solutions on Microsoft Azure. So it's been a pleasure having all of you join this call. And before we move on, my name is Imoh Etuk. I'm one of the Microsoft Azure MVP. I'm also a Microsoft certified trainer. So let's jump into the section proper. Now, the agenda we have today is just going to be going to take an overview, look at an overview of the whole topic, and also consider some of the events-based solution that you can have on Microsoft Azure, like Event Grid, key concept that make up the Event Grid, and also Event Grid policies, Azure notification hubs, and Azure event hubs, and then we just demo, and if time permit us, and then we close for the day. Moving on, for you to have a proper understanding of what this is all about. A lot of people might have maybe heard of it and it sound as if it's strange. No, it is what you can implement. It is what I can also implement within my Microsoft Azure cloud environment. So there are about an overview is that there are about two types of distributed system architecture. We have the message based, which use queues to store and process messages. Now we also have event based, which we are going to speak about today. Event-based is built on the concept of events that trigger by certain conditions that we have defined. For us to have a proper understanding of what it means, I will be using my, let's jump right into what's called my drawing tools and see how we can work with an HRM tool. Maybe use a kind of HR application. For instance, a company that have a human resource, and of course you have employees coming in and leaving the company as well. As you are getting new employees, some of the employees are either being resigned or being laid off. So the HR is going to be triggered of whatever action that the employee is taking. If it goes through, let's assume we have the HR application built somewhere here, and then what do we need to do? HR application will receive notification. An event will take place here that an employee are coming in and also going out, and this could be called a HR application that collects the telemetry, that receive all the information about those employees that are joining and leaving your organization. And also we have the employees record or event, employees event that are right here. So and now whatever that happened here, the HR will receive, it will trigger the employees event. Yeah, okay, that this is what happened, and what happened then, it will trigger to event handler. So it could be mostly the logic app can be somewhere that will run, and also we also have maybe a function, an actual function defined somewhere. Then we also have a web interface where all these things are being previewed. So it means that this guy will communicate to these three sources, and by getting information from them. So we have this guy communicates here. So exactly what how this work is that you also have, at a high level, you also have a kind of a event that will trigger whatever happened. Here could be that maybe the employees are new employees are joining the organization in this place, and of course it will trigger an event that this will happen. New employees have joined your organization. So this is the same way you have it if you have a what's called if you have a maybe Azure resource group that you have set up. You can define an event to trigger an action of whatever that happened on that resource group. If you are deploying a solution maybe into that resource group, and that solution employee is what is successful, it will trigger an alert. You're going to get an event that happened that shows that it is successful. So just the same way HR will receive a notification of employees joining and leaving the organization, so also you can also set up on Microsoft Azure environment. So having explained using that scenario, let's get back to our slide and see what we can get out of it. So now coming back, we have what are Microsoft Azure event-based solutions. Now, Azure event-based solution are a set of services from Microsoft Azure that enables developers to build and deploy event-driven applications. Like this is very straightforward. When you set up an event-based solution, it means that you're going to be notified on whatever that happened. It trigger an action and all that. So the event-based kind of message-based are great for applications that require reliable messaging or maybe complex routing, such as this. But event-based, on the other hand, are better suited for applications that need to respond to changes, to a kind of respond quickly to changes that happen within the environment. or in data or state, such as you can liken this kind of event to an IoT devices or financial trading systems. So now this, going back to the second line, these solutions are powered by Azure Event Grid. Azure Event Grid is an intelligent event routing service, and also Azure Notification Hub, which is an abstraction layer that you can use to connect for connecting to different push notification mobile platforms, and also Azure Event Hubs, a fully time data streaming platform. So Azure event-based solutions are useful because they enable application to react to event or changes in a timely and efficient manner. You don't need to be there for you to get response. It comes to you based on the policies you have defined. We're going to talk about policies later on. So this solution can be used in a wide range of scenarios, such as data ingestion, message processing, real-time analytics, and serverless computing. So moving on, we please, if you have questions, feel free to call the attention of the moderator, so I will have them. Now, if you have a scenario that happened here is looking at event, what event grid is. You understand that event grid is a new fully managed service that supports routing and of event by utilizing publisher dash subscriber model. So it means that for event to happen, there must be a publisher, and there also going to be a subscriber as well. So at its core, Event Grid is an event routing service that manages the routing and delivery of events from numerous sources and subscribers as well. So Azure Event Grid allows integration between different Azure services and can also be integrated with third-party services as well. So if you need more information, I'm going to share link on learn more that you can further explore what Event Grid is all about on Microsoft Learn. So moving forward, we talk about the key components of key concept of Event Grid. What make up this Event Grid? What make up the entire system? So now when we have the event, which tells us what happens, what takes place. Is service that tells you exactly when the event happens. Maybe there's also an event for every type of scenario that happened. So now we also have event sources where the event took place. This case we can just liken it to like something that happened in an application where everything you get to know happen, and it will point to, oh, this is the application that this kind of thing happened and all that. So we also have topics, the endpoint where publishers send event to. As when I was speaking about the HR application, there's going to also be a publisher where the event that happened from the employees' records will be published to. So event subscription, the endpoint built-in mechanism to route events, sometimes to more than one handler. Then event handlers, the app or service reacting to the event. So that is what the key concept that formed Azure Event Grid for us. So now we move on to Azure Event Grid policies. What are the various policies that we have? We have the a kind of policies are like what you put in place, what you define, how you want the behavior of each of the event you have set out to be. So we have the retry policy, we have the dead letter policy. So what the retry policy does is a mechanism, a kind of mechanism that defines how the event grid handles delivery failure. The policies kind of specify the number of retries. How many times should they be retries before the event is successfully is sent or delivered? The interval between retries and the maximum duration of the retry period is what the retry policy will define for you. So we also have the dead letter policy, which is a mechanism that enables events that cannot be delivered to a subscriber to be stored in a dead letter queue for later analysis. This helps you to understand what happened, why didn't this event delivered, and what can you do better to make the event get delivered. So that is it now. Then it also allow you, the dead letter policy also gives you room to troubleshoot and figure out what happened, diagnose and fix the error before you can retry sending the event. So another one is moving on. We want to talk about Azure notification hubs, and this Azure notification hub is a scalable cross-platform push notification service that enables you to send notifications to any mobile platform or web application from a single backend application. And it could also be, it has about mobile clients, and that's the end user, and also the mobile backend publisher, and also push notification system. From the diagram, you can see that we have the platform notification service. We also set up the PNS, that's the platform notification service that pushes events into different sources, different backend end users. So that is a event. Actual notification hubs support multiple mobile platforms. It also, you can integrate with popular push notification services and provide a mechanism for defining notification content to your users, and also to a specific audience that you have targeted to push notification to. So that's how this works. All of them can be set up on Microsoft Azure environment, and to govern your cloud environment as well. So we'll talk about Azure Event Hub. Azure Event Hub is one of the is a highly scalable and real-time data streaming platform provided by Microsoft Azure. It is to used to collect, process, and store large amounts of data from different sources like IoT devices, logs, sensors, social media, and more. So the with Azure Event Hub, you can maybe think of it as a big data solution that you can use to store data, large format of data, and also the data is then processed and analyzed using various tools such as Azure Stream Analytics, Azure Functions, or Azure Data Lakes storage. So Event Hubs can handle high throughput of data. It's really can handle that, and also process massive amounts of streaming data environment. So it's also some protocol MQP and as we move on concept of Azure Event. Apologies, I think my network just dropped a little. So key concept we have, one of the key concepts we have are, some of them are event producer, we have the partition, we have consumer group, we have receiver. So now the partition event producer is a kind of an entity that sends data to an event hub. So event publishers can publish events using 1.0. I think the latest version of MPQ is 1.0. You can check that up if 1.0 is not correct at the moment. So, and also Apache Kafka 1.0 and above. Then partition as well, and is an order of a sequence of events within an event hub. What this does is it enables parallel processing of events and provide fault tolerance and scalability. Then consumer group will use this to view or or a view of an event hub that represent a specific of the partitions that you have defined, the sequence of your data processing that you have defined before, which is the partition. Then consumer groups enable multiple applications to consume events from an event hub independently and without interfering with each other. So it's just like you grouping your events into groups and ensuring that one can go out without interfering with another. So event receiver is an entity that maybe creates events from all event hubs consumers connect via the AMQP 1.0 section. The event hubs also service delivers event through a session as they have become available. Event receiver, all Kafka consumers connect via the Kafka as well. So that is how this protocol, how this concept works, and how it can be applied to make your event management on Microsoft Azure a success. So we also have some protocol that we're going to look at. Then the one is AMQP, Advanced Message Queuing Protocol. Then HTTPS, Kafka, and Event Receiver. So apologies, event receiver is not here. It's supposed to be three. So I think that is a typographical error. So Azure Event Hubs support the following protocols. One is the AMQP, then HTTP, Kafka as well. So what does AMQP do? So AMQP it kind of is a binary application layer protocol that is widely used for messaging system. It provides a reliable and efficient way to enhance messages between applications. So that's what MQP does. So also we also have the HTTP protocol that's used to send and receive data over an internet. We are almost familiar with HTTP protocols, and it also provides encryption as well, because this is an HTTP secure, that is a hypertext transfer protocol secure. It also provides encryption for your data. So we also have a Kafka, a protocol that's used to send and receive data over the internet. Oh, no, sorry. Kafka is a kind of a widely adopted open source protocol that is used for building distributed streaming applications. So that's the various protocols that are available for Azure Event Hub. Move down to, I think I just have two slides left. We are done. Okay, so let's see. All right, I think we are done with the slide. So I'm just going to, okay, I have the learning slide here. I'm going to post that in the chat section. The moderator, Mr. Sapromi, is going to help me post that as well. So you can get your hands maybe. So before I go, I move on. Let's move down to Microsoft Azure portal and get to see how you can play around with the what's called with Azure event grid, how you can set events and all that. So the learn more link has been posted on the chat. So you just check it and follow along. So now I'm going to share my second screen where will take us to Azure portal, and we see how this event grid can be created and how you can set up an event for, you can scope it to subscription level, you can scope it to resource group level. That is anything that happened within your environment, maybe your resource group, a particular resource group, you get to receive a notification, an event that happened there. So that's how this can also work. So let me share my screen for that. You have to confirm if you can see my Azure portal screen.
We can't Imo. It's just a black screen showing
Please share.
currently. Yeah. I think you may need to reshare it, Imo.
Yes, I'm doing that right away. I'm doing that now.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I think it's up now.
Yes, it's up now.
So I am right here in my Microsoft Azure portal. If I open my subscription, any of the subscription that I have, I can create an event at this subscription level. But in this case, I'm not going to create an event in this subscription level. I will go rather use resource group. So I have my resource groups that I've created already. I can easily just go to anyone, pick anyone that I wish to put the to create an event for. So this is a resource group right now. So as you can see, there's an event here. So this event I've been speaking about. So at the moment, I do not have any event. Then event handlers are here. We have the logic apps, Azure function, webhook, storage queues, event hubs. Remember, I said event hubs can be used as one of the handlers for Azure event grid, event that you created. So we also have hybrid connections. We also have, if you have an hybrid scenario, you can also set up the event here. Service bus topics and service bus queue. So we are going to do as, sorry, I want to go back. Okay. Now I'm in the event environment. I will just click on the event subscription plus sign. So I will now give it a new. I don't think I have permission to create an event in within the subscription, but we're just going to demo through it. So what am I creating? We have the event grid schema, cloud event schema, and custom. We are going to create event grid schema. So I can just enter any topic. I can say test topics. This is the topic people will subscribe to. So I now select event types. There are a lot of events here. Do you want to receive an a kind of a trigger when there's a resource right success, failure, and all that? So you can select anyone. Just mark all of them will be marked by default, selected by default. So it's left for you to say I don't want. Then select the event endpoint. That's the event handler. This is where the event will be stored. Everything in this case I will be using I usually use storage queues. You can use any one that works for you, but depending on your environment. So I have to create an endpoint, which is a storage queue. I will just I don't have any. I can create new. I might be having challenges with permission, but let's see if I can create. So storage account none. I will just let me switch my subscription and see if that's okay. So in this case, let's create a new queue, and then once we create it, it will populate in this place. Then the manage identity normally is usually system assigned that I use. Then you can look at the policies, filters, and also set some of the things you need to define here. Then you can say okay, enable event subject filter. You filter any event that has to do with maybe JPEG. It should do this, should do that. Then you can also add a filter you wish to add. Then you can also go to additional features, a blade tab, and enable the policies. We have the date letter queue. I spoke about before. Date letter queue will store mostly use container. That is actual blob container. You need to create the blob container if you do not have anyone already. So there's none here, so you need to create a new one if you have the appropriate permission to do that in your environment. So another one is the system assigned in terms of managed identity for date letter. Then retry policies I was talking about. How many days do you want? How many times do you want it to be? How many attempts do you want it to be tried before an event is successfully sent or a report as failure as failed? So you can set that maximum of 10. And how many, maybe 0 days and hours, you can just set anyone that. Then expiry dates. When do you want it to expire? You can set that as well. So these are the policies you can define, you can set in place. You can also mark it under delivery properties to never expire. So by default, for those of you who might be running, who might be preparing for the actual developer exam, this question might likely come out. It shows by default how many expiry, yeah, 0 hour and all that. So advanced editor, you can define your script, you can guide how your event will. So that is how you can set that up within the Azure portal. You can as well use Azure CLI and do that. So time will not permit us because I have something else to catch up with. CLI own. So I believe we've done justice to the topic. But if you have any further question, you can reach out to me in person, or you can reach out to any member of our community. They will direct your question to the appropriate, meant to maybe to me, or you can reach out to the moderator, promise. So thank you for your time and thank you for listening. Mr. Promise, I'm back. I'm done.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, Imo. Thank you very much, Imo. So, I mean, we don't currently have any questions for you, but like Imo said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and we are here to provide answers to them. So, right now, we'll be rounding off the session for today. Yes, I know we finished on time, and that was because it was designed this way. And of course, you all know that we are working towards the Azure Nigeria Conference 2023. So, guys, yes, Azure Nigeria Conference 2023 is happening. Now, if you haven't by any chance registered for the event, you are actually doing something wrong. Yes,
Okay.
you are actually doing something wrong. So, right now, I want to encourage everyone to go on that link which I just posted. Yes, go on that link and register for the conference. It's coming up on 28th of October, 9 a.m. prompt at Yabatek Multipurpose
Yeah.
Hall. Yes, this event is going to be interesting, it's going to be wonderful, and we are all looking forward to attending this event. It's going to be happening in 21 days from now. That's in about 3 weeks, right? On the 28th of October 2023 at the Yabatek Multipurpose Hall. And of course, we have various prizes to be won. We have two laptops that will be given out on that day. We also have a 25% discount from Shotlast. Yes, if you are going to be using Shotlast to get to the event venue, you are going to be getting 25% discount. And we want to encourage everyone to make use of the Shotlast service on that day. Now, we are going to be communicating to you the various locations where Shotlast is going to be, right? The various bus stops where you are going to be able to pick the Shotlast bus from. We are going to be communicating that to you in due course. And of course, the last one, we are going to have lots of swags. Yes, lots of swags to be won. So, I mean, I know you don't want to miss out on this because it's going to be really, really awesome. And of course, we have wonderful sponsors who are actually sponsoring this event. So, guys, rush down to that link and register for the conference. I look forward to seeing you there, and I'm sure Imo also looks forward to seeing you there
Yeah.
as well.
I look forward to see every one of you. Please register now.
Register now, guys. Register now, guys. All right, at this time, I want to wish everyone an awesome weekend ahead. Enjoy your day and stay blessed. Bye bye,
All
guys.
right. Bye, everyone.